Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez from creatingwithali.com, and today we're on the episode 3 of the Julie and Friends that we've been having fun with, where we're sharing cards and have a friendly competition among us. Anyway, you know the drill. I'm going to be creating a project, and this time we are featuring retiring colors, which I'm not really sure if you know, but these are the 5 colors. I just put it here so you can see them. These are the 2023-2025 ink colors. In this case is the YouTube trim, but you can see all colors. I've also have here all the colors so you can see them. So if you like any of these, this is going to be the time where you want to get them right away, because starting May, we're going to have a brand new family of ink colors, and these are going away. So anyway, so if you might be asking which are the colors, is Pebbled Path, which this is one of my favorites. I definitely will be missing it. Then we have Moody Mauve, and this one is a very different type of pink. And Wild Wheat, which I think this is by far one of those that a lot of people were like, what? However, it grew on me so much. In fact, I think that this is a great gold ink that you can use for sentiments during Christmas. I definitely have fun with this because it just gives you the same, like it goes really well with like gold. So I would highly suggest to have that one. And then of course another favorite is Boho Blue. I think this is one of the favorites as well. And then we have also Copper Clay. Now this one, I'll be honest, I only used it in the fall. This is a great kind of a shade of in the brown families. However, during fall, this was great for stamping the lips. So like I said, I am definitely going to be missing this because all the colors, all the shades that we have in these collections were so different than what we have in the past. So anyway, so definitely stock up right now. Re-inkers, if you got the ink pads, make sure you have the re-inkers, because again, those are super different colors, and I know for sure there's going to be a few of them that I'm going to be missing. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Anyway, so I'm also going to be using this designer series paper, which is the Wilderly Flowers. Is that right? Yeah, Wilderly Flowers. And I wanted to use this one because we are featuring the ink colors, the retiring ink colors. And this particular paper had all those colors in it. So I don't know if you realize that, but you can see here is the Wild Wheat, see? With the Moody Mauve. There's also some Boho Blue and a little bit of Misty Moonlight. There are some pieces that have the, what is this? Oh goodness, what is the color? Pebbled Path. And so anyway, I'm sure you're gonna love it. So I'm gonna flip the camera so that you can see what we're making. This is going to be another foam fold for me. I recently found out this foam fold, and I really wanted to give it a try. Also, you know the drill. I'll be putting in the description the link to the others, to the other videos, so Julie's and Joey videos. So make sure you check them out. Watch them all, and then once you've seen them, make sure you hit like and vote for your favorite. That's how you're voting, by liking our video. So anyway, if you're new to me, I love sharing how to use designer series paper. This is by far my most favorite part of card making. I love using sketches, so if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to my email list, which I'll have also information in the description. I'll also be putting the measurements for these projects, because again, I'm trying to persuade you to give me your like. And but anyway, I'll be putting in the description of the video the measurements, so that if you want to recreate this card, make sure you do it. This is going to be on YouTube. And also, what else? And the links to the other ones, to the others videos. So anyway, let me flip the camera and let's get us going. Oh, this is about to fall. Hold on. It's not flipping. There we go. And there's going to be some movements here because my set is about to fall. There we go. All right, so I'm also going to be using kind of like a new product. So anyway, like I said, here are the 5 colors so you can see them better with their names: Copper Clay, Boho Blue, Wild Wheat, Moody Mauve, and then Pebbled Path. And then you can see here what I'm making, kind of like the idea. You know me, I love using sketches, and so I went with it. All right, so I'm going to be using as my ink pad the Pebbled Path. Like I said, this is for me one of those colors that kind of helped me a little for like sentiments. I feel like it was a really good gray, and it looks fantastic. So I'm going to be using that one. Here are the pieces that I have. I have a piece of Pebbled Path, and this one is 11 by 4 1/4, and I folded in half, which is like 5 1/2 if you want to score it. And then use your bone folder to, to have a crease fold. Then I have a piece of the designer series paper, the Wildly Flowery, and I have this one. This one is 5 1/4 by 8. All right, and I did a score at 2 just to have the first one. Just make sure you're kind of lined up. And then we're gonna bring this other section. See, I want to put it like so. So you could be scoring at 2 inches on each side, but I found that sometimes you are like a hair off from here, so I didn't want to have that chance. So this is going to go inside of our card, okay? So this is how it's going to go. And let me see, I want it this way. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and see how beautiful this paper is. I love this paper a lot. I feel like those flowers are beautifully. Where is my hair? Where's the adhesive? I'm like, where is adhesive? Give me 1 second here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add adhesive to our base. And again, this was a piece that was 5 1/4 by 8. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I am lining it up. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is going to go like so. And so it opens like this, and we're gonna have a piece of basic white, and this one is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 of an inch. So it's gonna go right here. Now, for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the roses, because I had all these flowers, I wanted to have something floral, and I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up in the new catalog. So this is the Gallery Blooms, and we're going to be using this image. So anyway, we're going to go ahead. I'll show you here a few things. Our beautiful Pebbled Path, and I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put it like somewhere here. You know, I don't want all of them. I'll just probably put this so I have enough space. So I'm going to go ahead and have... Oh, and let me get my... give me 1 second. Where is my... Well, we're going to go with it. I usually, whenever it's a photopolymer, I like to have my... foam mat, my piercing mat, but I don't find it. I don't want to be taking too long. There we go. Look how beautiful those flowers look. And then I also want to be adding this one that says just a note to let you know. So my set, as you know, does not have any sentiments. So I decided to use a favorite, which is the mixed labels, and I went with You're Pretty Wonderful, which I use at in the front, and then inside I'm gonna put just a note to let you know you're on my mind. So I love that, and I'm gonna be putting it like right here. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Now to make it even better, so you know how we can use the blends. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring my blends, because the only thing that you cannot use with the blends is the StayOn, which is an alcohol-based ink. So I'm using the Moody Mauve in the light shade, and then I'm using both of the Old Olive. And I'm going really with what I'm seeing on the paper, where if you see there's a lot of white, but there's some pink that shows through. So that's what I wanted to go with this. And then I'm going to be doing the leaves with the old olive. So let's go ahead and have those color first. So I feel like it's this section. Then I have another leaf right here. And right here. I'm going first with like a light layer. And I feel like maybe one of these, well, I'm just going to leave that one as so. All right, and then I'm going to bring real quick, let's close it, the darker. All right, and then I'm just going to go back with this and try to blend a little bit. Not the whole thing, but you know, just to not have a really harsh line. There you go. And so here's how it looks so far. Then I'm going to go with the light. And first thing I'm going to be doing is just kind of coloring the center with, and I'm just doing like dots. I'm not coloring, you know, I'm just giving some. And then here and there, I'm going to be adding some shade, not shade, but just some. See, so it's not a lot, just to give him kind of like the same vibe as we see on the paper, right? There we go. Now, I'm going to leave it like so. If you want it, I'm not really going to do it, but if you want it, you could also kind of go and soften some of this a little bit with the, well, let's do it since I'm doing it. It's going to be very subtle. You might not even see any big difference, but you can go with the blending, colored lifter, not blending, with the colored lifter, just to take some of that or give them a little bit of a different shade, if you will. This will remove some of the color, so do not go with too much. But there you go. You can kind of see a little bit of this, like here. You can see where it kind of shade a little bit, and then have it like so. So this is how I want it, and see how, I mean, it goes really well with the flowers that I have here, right? So it was an easy way for me to do it. And like I said, I feel like the colors on the in colors that are retiring are so different to what we have in our current collection that I feel like you definitely want to have them. Because again, it's just a different vibe, you know. I would also get the cardstock, you know, so that you have the designer series paper, of course, but see? And so this is going to fold like that. Now for the front of it, I'm going to go with a piece of Moody Mauve. And this one is 4 by 5 1/4. And then this one is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and add this one right here. And it's just a 1/7 difference, so it's a tiny or skinny border around my paper. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and add it onto our card. And how do I want it here? This way. I feel like this will be good. All right, so this is how it's looking. And then I've cut out these from Mossy Mauve. And this one is, again, another new set, which is called the Beautiful Motifs Dies. And I've used this one. I felt like I wanted some foliage for my card just to go with this. And then I have also cut out the largest of these labels from the mixed labels because I wanted to use the one that says "You're Pretty Wonderful." Okay, so what we're going to be doing, and I have also these from the Everyday Arches or Arcas, and just to have something to pop this one, see, because then you can kind of see it, and then have that one right here. I've also should have had I don't know what I did with it. I might have lost it, but oh, here. So with the jute, I went ahead and kind of undid it, and so I have these pieces, and so I'm gonna be doing a bow. So let's do the bow real quick. I know I had one already done, but who knows what I did with it at this point. So we might see it down the road showing up. So we have something like that. So the jute is very thick, right? Because it's jute. So what I did is I unravel it, right? And so that way I have like the thinner version. So there's three strands. Is that how it's called? It's 3 strands from one. And so you can make from one piece, and this one was like 13 inches, and just unravel it, and then make a bow, kind of like what you would do with your twine. So anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and stamp the sentiment again. I'm gonna be using the Pebbled path, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it like so. Right at the center of our label. See? Beautiful. And now we're going to go ahead and glue these pieces. So the way I picture these, and I always kind of like to have how it looks. I want to put it like so. Have that one come this way. Put this one right here. See, I kind of like how it's looking. So let's go ahead and glue this piece first, and I'm going to be using our liquid Tombow, which I have put in my in a plastic bottle that has a thin tip, right, or a fine tip. And I'm just going to go ahead and add here and there. I've shared these on lots of my Facebook lives, but I feel like prior to this bottle, I hardly ever would use the liquid adhesive. And now that I have it on this little bottle, like I feel like I use it almost every day. In fact, I think I am on my 3rd or 4th bottle, of Tombow, where in the past I would use one in years. And now it's like I've used it almost so frequently that about every few months, I end up having to add more into this bottle. So I'm excited with that, to be honest. And the other thing is I don't get as messy, as I was before when I was using it. I don't have sticky fingers, which that's like the best for me. All right, so now that I have that, I'm going to be adding this one right there. And then I'm going to pop up the rest. Now, the other cool thing about the liquid Tombow is that it dries really quick. So I love that too. So I'm going to be adding this one right here. And then I'm going to bring this one kind of like this way with some dimensionals. And I have here, I should have like some pieces of dimensionals here. Yeah, okay, let's go with this. Have like a little trash can here. I'm going to go ahead and have that one come here. And then I will add my bow right here. And I will probably, you know what? I probably put it like this way. Or this way. Yeah. You know what? I probably will be moving this like so. Yes, more like there. Or like this. Oh yeah, like this. Likely like that. All right, so if I have to do this card, like if you are recreating this card, I would probably put this slightly higher. But that's okay. It will still work. See? You still make it work. There you go. Okay, now we also have these gems. Look at this. And I don't know if you can see, but they are kind of like has like a glittery. These are called the 2023-2024 In Colors Opaque Sparkle Dots. And oh my goodness, you can see they're really, I have to open a brand new packet. But I felt like we can put some of the, let me get my, take your pick. And I want to be adding a few here and there onto the white label, you know? And I don't know if I want to be adding some of the gray, but we could also add some of the Pebbled pad here. But I think like right now, I'm just going to leave it like so. So let me know what you think. I love how this turns out. And so I think the wow factor really is the inside of this card, to be honest. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. Like I said, I will be linking the videos from Julie and from Joy at the description of this video. And also remember, I'll have measurements also in the description of this video so that you can recreate this card. And so anyway, watch all the videos, let us know which one is your favorite, and then vote by liking the video. But look at this, I feel like this is really cool, right? So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Like I said, some of the products are going to be released in May, so if you are a customer, make sure that stay tuned. In the new catalog, you're going to see them. And also, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can get more information about upcoming events like classes and whatnot. Also, every Tuesday at 7 p.m., I do a Facebook Live where I share a card class with the people, you know, who participate. So make sure you are also on that one. So anyway, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.